One corruption investigation, 4 MPs. Aged Care Minister Luke Donnellan had little to sing about today after becoming the 4th Labor MP to quit Cabinet, accused of branch stacking. In a statement, Mr Donnellan says he accepts he breached party rules while a minister, but he never misused funds or resources in any way. His resignation comes hours after federal MP Anthony Byrne told an IBAC inquiry Mr Donnellan paid for other people's party memberships.
I thought the party was completely out of control. I saw things and heard things that I just didn't think that I'd ever see.
It was in Mr Byrne's electorate office that secret recordings of Adam Somyurek were filmed, which helped spark the inquiry.
Pressured to forge signatures.
The member for Holt took the stand as the first witness and dropped bombshell.
And I just want to ask you about whether you've had an involvement in branch stacking, Mr Byrne.
I certainly have.
After bombshell, claiming former ministers Adam Somyurek and Marlene Kairu had a relentless focus on stacking Labor branches.
I'm referring to branch stacking. I'm referring to coercion of staff being made to do things that they didn't want to do.
They are very troubling. They are very troubling because they go to the heart of the state government.
IBAC is investigating the misuse of taxpayer-funded staff and community grants after a 9-network investigation alleged industrial-scale branch stacking in the Labor Party last year. IBAC's lawyer said after the Red Shirts rorts in 2014, no one would have expected the misuse of public money to continue in the Labor Party, but it did.
IBAC obtained information which suggested that there continued to be premeditated and systematic rorting of taxpayer resources.
Adam Somyurek, Marlene Kairu and Robin Scott all deny they were involved in branch stacking. But this investigation, which has already claimed 4 ministers, isn't going away for the Andrews government anytime soon, with public hearings expected to last 5 weeks. Bridget Rollison, ABC News, Melbourne.
State political reporter Richard Willingham joins me now. Richard, it was a big day at IBAC. How has the Premier and the government reacted to the fallout?
Well, I think across the Labor Party and throughout the government, jaws were dropping this afternoon with this evidence, and then with quite shocked that Luke Donnellan has decided to resign. And the Premier has accepted his resignation. And in his statement, he wouldn't comment on what's going on before IBAC, but he was full of praise for Luke Donnellan's performance as a minister, particularly in aged care and for vulnerable children and people with a disability. But this has got people around the Labor Party nervous. As you noted in Bridget's package, these hearings are going on for 5 weeks, and there's concern about how widespread this investigation might go. So far, it's sort of focusing on the moderate faction of the Labor Party and those around the southeast of Melbourne. But there's others who are a little bit nervous about whether this will extend into other factions, other parts of Melbourne. Branch stacking is mainly a problem in the city, not in the regions. So this is something that's going to weigh heavily on the government. People are a bit nervous. People are also saying that the normal chatter between different people in the Labor Party has quietened down as people prepare for what could come next. Now, there's going to be more this week, 2 more days of hearings, including from staffers. We don't actually know the full list of who's going to appear later in this program, if you like, but certainly something for the government to worry about. And it's unlikely there'll be a replacement for Luke Donnellan announced quickly, given just how far and wide this investigation may go. Tam?
Richard Willingham, thank you.